Hello and welcome to 1 Hour Gaming, where we play a game for 1 hour. And in particular, this week, I'm joined with Alan. How you doing?
Great, Daniel. How are you?
Good. So, obviously, you can tell we are playing Pokemon trading card game this week. And this
Yeah.
is a game I missed growing up. This wasn't one that was familiar to me. Is it one you had any familiarity with?
No, you brought this one up, and I was immediately confused because I thought we were a video game uh, show. I thought you wanted to play cards, and I was like, that sounds kind of fun. I'll have to dig up my Pokemon cards. But then I realized it was a game, and now I'm equally confused.
Well, I guess this is a game I never played growing up, so uh, trying to see if I missed something this time, and I guess in your case too. So
Yeah, absolutely.
let's see if we missed out. All right, so we've got our starter kid. Looks like a street child or something.
Yeah, he's wearing a bandana as a kid does, you know?
Yeah. So like it's a card player, so let's maybe we should call him Ace.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's like Ace.
Thought you were going to go Ash, but that's no Ash Ketchum.
No, we need an Ace. If it's cards. Ace is crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting. Ace heard a rumor. Legendary Pokemon cards, extremely rare and powerful cards held by Pokemon trading cards. This is just sort of setting it up. Are you a Pokemon fan in general?
Um, I would say yes. I mean, I was huge into Pokemon. You know, when I was in elementary school, when it was like 99, 2000, 2001. I played all the games. I had Red version was my first Pokemon game, and I had Yellow, and I had Gold. I'm trying to think if I kept going after that. I don't think so. I think I played like Black and White, XY, which was some more recent ones. Um, so I was super into it. I'm not, I don't typically like. I didn't play the new one that came out for Switch, which is was like a total shift. But I'm definitely interested. There's so many freaking Pokemon now. Like, it's overwhelming for me. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to stick to my 150 or 152, I guess.
The original are still the greatest.
Yeah, totally.
I'll give you this deck, and now you need an opponent. Hey Sam, play with him for a while. Yes, Dr. Mason.
Oh, is this our rival?
I know.
Oh, what a cool rival here. So was this for Game Boy Color?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It's so weird having played the other games to have it like recontextualized into something different.
It it's very strange because the setup and the start is very like just Pokemon Red or something, or
Oh,
and
sweet
then
lord.
then you walk to a table.
Like a
Like,
casino vibe.
yeah.
In order to do anything, Pokemon must have energy cards. If no energy cards are attached, the Pokemon will not be able to attack or retreat. So it lists all the other type. This is like fascinating. Do you think like we should read all of these? I kind of know remember the basics. Maybe we should just go over the win and the loss. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine. I think we can figure it out, right?
I think so. It's made for children, right? Generally, the win or loss of a duel is decided by prizes.
Okay,
Prizes.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I did not see that coming either. Might have to read all of these. Prizes are cards that you may draw when you knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon. You win if you knock out as many of your opponent's Pokemon as there are prizes to be drawn. You will lose the duel if you have no cards in your deck at the start, or your turn if there are no Pokemon in your play area. So be careful. Okay, I think we can just go for this.
Totally. Hey, I got a question.
Yeah,
Do you think this game is set like in a world where Pokemon really exist too?
that's
Like,
actually interesting, isn't it?
is it redundant like that? Like they're all like they go battle real Pokemon, on the weekdays, but then to just like relax, break the cards out. You don't want to tire the real Pokemon, but you like practice and you hone your skills via cards. That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. I
Sometimes
wonder.
I doubt it though. I feel
Yeah,
like if there were Pokemon in this world, we'd see them on the screen right now. They'd be like reading books or like whatever they do.
yeah. What I'm wondering is if there is like an overworld where
Yeah,
like you can actually catch real Pokemon. I feel like probably not, since this is
probably not.
feels like an Elseworlds sort of thing. But
But yeah, to your point, I wonder if it's like the same setup as the Pokemon games where there's like trainers and gym masters, but instead of battling Pokemon, you play cards.
graphically, it feels like pretty good.
Yeah,
So we have a Goldeen level 12,
man.
Staryu, Psychic Energy. Get ready for the battle. Choose your active Pokemon. You can only choose basic Pokemon as your active. So you
Yeah,
can choose either Goldeen or Staryu.
not the
This art is like really good.
yeah. I love I have a huge affinity for Game Boy Color era. Just the art style, like it's so minimal, so few colors that you could use, especially Game Boy Color era. But still, like you have amazing portraits.
Next, put your Pokemon on the bench. You can switch bench Pokemon with your active Pokemon. Again, only basic Pokemon can be placed on your bench. Interesting. It's like an on deck type deal.
Yeah, interesting.
When you have no Pokemon to put on your bench, press the B button to finish. Even this like layout is very odd. Placing the prizes. If heads, Ace plays first. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
You play first. Draw a card. You drew a water energy. To use the attack command, you need to attach energy cards to your Pokemon. Okay. Some of this is familiar.
Yeah, for sure.
Finally, attack your opponent by selecting the attack command. It's interesting that the cards are leveled. It's a level 12 Goldeen.
Yeah, that definitely threw me off. And
So,
level 20 Machop.
I know. So I guess we should
Right. Okay,
can do this horn attack.
there we go.
So 10 damage. I wonder what the damage is based off of. Because he has
No.
5 circles there. I wonder if a circle is 10.
Oh, is the HP like actually the trainer's HP?
That's a good question, too. I think it might be the card's HP.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, and it's what's interesting is it's filling up. Like you took damage and like what were previously clear circles became filled in circles. So it's like I think it's counting damage up, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, evolve Goldie by attaching seeking to it.
Means any energy card, you can now use Waterfall to keep the water energy card for other Pokemon. Attach a psychic card to evolve the Seeking. Choose attack and select Waterfall. Okay.
Oh, seeking's level 28. Wow.
So I think, should I attach another water to it?
What's that psychic energy, right?
It said like psychic energy to evolve, which I thought was strange, but Oh, I see. So I'll have to do horn attack again. Can I back? Can I back up? I cannot. Oops. Oh.
Do it again.
No. All right.
You weren't paying attention,
I
man.
know. Well, it's weird because it lets you
Which one?
do other things sometimes, but not all the time. So it's like, yes, this is a hand holding tutorial. I'll have to do that
Yeah,
again too.
yeah, you do the seeking thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you're free to do what you like until you're not. Like hilarious in its own way.
Nice. Oh, wow, he's close.
I know.
So I love the evolution aspect of like a Pokemon trading card game, and it seems super obvious, but I never actually played the Pokemon card game.
Hmm.
But it seems like evolution's a big part of it. You're trying to evolve your um the Pokemon in your hand, I guess. So you can't maybe just put a Charizard out there. You'd have to go through the evolutions to actually be able to play it.
So it really builds upon itself in that way.
Yeah, I like that. It's kind of unique to some other um, you know, card games. Like I don't think Magic has anything like that where you're evolving your cards.
No, I think the characters are pretty static, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought so.
Attach a water energy to your benched Staryu. Choose attack and attack your opponent with horn attack. When you knock out the defending Pokemon, you pick up a prize. Now let's play the game. Okay. So I'm curious to see how this bench works. So you sort of have your primary.
Yeah, is it when your Pokemon gets knocked out, you would switch to the secondary? You go like
Yeah.
one Pokemon at a time almost.
That's what that would make sense. So we draw a prize. So our prize was a water energy. So he had placed that Rattata, so since we beat his Machop, he switched over.
And then he immediately evolved it into Raticate.
Yeah,
41, level 41. Sheesh.
I know the seeking is just done.
Get one more
Okay.
Rousey.
When all your Pokemon are knocked out and there are no Pokemon in your bench, you lose the game. Okay, that makes sense.
Got it.
So in that way, it's similar to the Pokemon proper games.
Sure. Yeah.
Take Drowsy from your hand and put it on your bench.
Now, this is making me want to play Pokemon.
It also seems, and I'm sure it's not, and probably hear from devs that it's not that complicated, but the Game Boy Color to handle this level of like customization and things, that seems impressive.
What do you mean by customization?
Like deck customization, so like
Oh, yeah.
inputting info to get certain results, kind of idea. Oh, I did bad. No. Attach water energy to your Brent's Drowsy, choose Seeking, and attack your opponent with Waterfall. Okay, so I just forgot the water energy for Drowsy.
So I mean, there's definitely a limitation here with the Game Boy Color, but like on one hand, I think they did a decent job with some of the UI aspects here, but I'm getting a little lost in like all the screens.
Yeah.
Like there's this screen, then then the Pokemon. This doesn't really count. It's just showing a card, and then there's the action select screen. But then there's that other view with like all of the cards in a row they showed for a bit. Like this, yeah, this view, the play area view. but it's like it feels like hard to follow.
Yeah. And I wonder if that will get cleared up a little more once we're out of this tutorial.
True. Yeah.
Choose your bench Staryu and press the A button to set it as your active. You can check Pokemon data by pressing select. Wonderful. Ooh, a potion. Now, interesting. Staryu evolves into Starmie. Let's get Staryu ready to use Starmie's attack command when it evolves to Starmie.
Nice.
Choose the water energy card from your hand and attach it to Starmie. That's interesting. Because we don't have the Starmie card
Yeah.
either.
Last time we evolved, we needed the evolution card.
Yeah, that's what's super weird. He's just getting like a bunch of home runs all at once.
Really?
I don't think we can technically lose since this is a tutorial. But
Well, we'll find out.
it'll be very fun. I think the fun will ramp up once you have the ability to manipulate your deck.
Yeah, for sure. That's where the fun and like battle card games are in general.
Yep. Choose the potion card in your hand to recover Staryu's HP. Also, attach a water energy card to Staryu. Attack your opponent with Staryu Slap to end your turn.
The tutorial is so specific.
I know, but it lets you do other things, and then it's like, why did you do other things? uh, this is like punishing. It's like, I have different plans than you, tutorial. I know the way to win.
This is practice mode.
What did I
That's
do
all
wrong
we
this
can.
time?
We can.
So, did I not use the potion? Is that what I did wrong? There are a lot of little screens, huh?
Yeah, right.
I wonder if there's other ways to evolve without having the card in your hand.
Yeah, like just attaching a bunch of energies all at once or
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm guessing probably not. It's funny because I feel like this would, like with some maybe some graphical updates, would probably be more popular now than it was when it came out.
oh man. Card games or like card RPGs with like RPGs with like card based battle systems are really popular right now. And then you have like Bait and Kato's the remaster is gonna come out. It's just a similar battle system.
I'm really
And
excited for that.
yeah, me too. And then all my friends are like obsessed with Slay the Spire, which is like it's like a roguelike, but it's card based and you build your deck while you like ascend a tower. Um, but yeah, I totally agree. Card based games are seemingly very popular right now.
Yeah, particularly like I feel like the physical Pokemon cards now, like people they have to like lock them up in stores because people are going so crazy
Yeah,
for
it's wild
for
because
them.
I mean they were so popular in '99 when I was in like fourth grade, but I feel like yeah, like the fever. There was like a fever when they first came out, but I think they're more popular than ever now
Hmm.
and more valuable. Card prices keep going up and up, man.
Yeah, feel like that's why they've developed this kind of crazy balance where it's like you see like a bunch of like middle-aged men, like
Yeah,
50 and like 60-year-old guys like buying out the Pokemon card shelves just to have like retirement money or something. It's just crazy.
Yeah, didn't Target stop selling Pokemon cards because it was so insane? I read
Yeah.
that somewhere. Kind of embarrassing.
And they're like locked up now in a lot of
Why?
stores because people were walking off with them.
I have like I don't have an addictive personality per se, but the idea of like buying packs of something and trying to like get cool cards, I that just strikes a part of my personality that like I really really like.
Yeah.
When like so there's a Final Fantasy trading card game.
Is it really?
And
Wow.
yeah, it's awesome. It's like a lot. It's a lot like Magic, but all with Final Fantasy characters. And when that first came out, some of my friends and I went kind of crazy. We bought like a bunch of boxes and split the packs up and stuff. But just opening packs is just so much fun for me for some reason. You never know like what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally understand. I know Fire Emblem, I think, has a card game, and Digimon, which I'm into, has a card game. And like it's so tempting to like want to get those, but
Yeah,
like the rational part of my brain is like who's playing these, like who's going to play the card game with you?
totally. Yeah, yeah. No, you're just gonna be the only person you know with a thousand cards. Which is where
Exactly.
I'm at. That's where I'm at with the Final Fantasy trading card game right now. I have like boxes of cards, and but we never play.
Yep. So we won.
Okay,
So we beat his Machop.
great job, Dan. Did it.
Yeah. Some of my best work.
Yeah, proud of you.
Basically, this is how the trading card game is played. It's a game in which you try to knock out as many of your opponent's Pokemon as there are prizes. That's the gist of it. If you don't understand something, talk to Sam. It might be helpful. Might not be, but whatever. This time was just practice, so I had you follow everything I said, but there are several other styles of play, so try them out by choosing normal duel. So I'm not controlling this right now.
Oh, okay,
Now then, let's build your deck. Did you bring your
nice.
cards? Ace handed his cards to Dr. Mason. Let me add some of my own cards to yours. Now, Ace, what kind of deck do you want?
Cool.
Please select your deck. I'm personally leaning Squirtle, but do you feel strongly in any?
I as long as we're not going Bulbasaur, I'm all good.
All
I'm
right.
good with Squirtle. Blastoise is amazing.
Yes. Our deck probably won't have Blastoise until end game, but
Yeah, not in this hour for sure, but
here are the remaining cards. You
what's your
just
favorite Pokemon, Dan?
probably Squirtle.
Yeah,
Actually,
cool.
I don't know a lot of the new ones.
Oh no, me either. Yeah, I don't think I know any of the new ones.
I've played Sword and Shield, and then and that was okay. That had a starter named Grookey that's a little monkey that kind of reminds me of one of my dogs.
Oh,
So
cool.
I like him, but I feel like they're slowly experiencing evolution where they're becoming more people like.
Oh, interesting.
There's a the water Pokemon in Sword and Shield, like it looks like a butler, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's a fox that like becomes a soccer player.
Whoa.
Gathering information is important if you wish to inherit the legendary Pokemon cards. Listen to what people have to say and read the books on the bookshelves. If I have any information, I'll send you an email. So check the PC every so often to read your mail. All right, so let's walk around a little. This is very futuristic. Ho ho, won't you duel me to test your deck? If you win, I'll give you a booster pack, but it only contains energy cards. Um,
That sucks.
no. Sounded like sketchy.
That what the heck?
It's like a drug deal. I'll give you energy cards.
Start the conversation with ho ho. He's gonna give you a booster pack, but it only contains energy cards? What a waste.
Science Club, Grass Club, Water Club. So maybe we should go to the Fire Club.
Sure.
If there's a Fire Club.
Of course not. Why would there not be?
It must. There it is.
Oh, okay.
This is so strange.
Very strange.
Ronald. Well, getting the fire medal wasn't that hard. If I keep this up,
This is our Gary.
this is our gym leader stuff. I should be able to get the legendary Pokemon cards. What? It's you, Ace? What are you doing here? Huh, that's a deck? Are you trying to get the legendary Pokemon cards? Yeah. What? I can't believe it. Alright, listen up. I'll teach you what it's all about. To inherit the legendary Pokemon cards, you must defeat 8 club masters and get the 8 medals. Then you have to go to the Pokemon Dome and defeat all 4 of the Grand Masters there. There's no way you can do it. Yep.
Typical Pokemon stuff here.
You might as well just give up. Gonna be mine. Already won the first medal. See ya, Ace. Ha ha ha. I don't like his bullying attitude.
See, I love it because it reminds me of Gary, who was also kind of, I guess he wasn't as overtly aggressive, maybe, but he was definitely a rival in trying to like beat you. I felt like in some of the later Pokemon games, like everybody was my friend, and it was like instead of having a rival that I'm trying to go up against, I have like a good buddy, and we're just doing it for the fun of Pokemon training, and I'm like, that's kind of, I don't know, it's not as fun.
That's the red blue sprite, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like it.
This is the Fire Club, where guys with a burning passion for Pokemon trading cards get together for heated duels. Join the fiery fun. Would you like to duel John? What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's take him on. 4 prizes, let's heat it up. They sound like Dude Bros or something. Fire Club John Anger Deck.
I like this guy's hat.
Each player will draw 7 cards. It's interesting. I wonder if this is more sequential and we picked like the final one, or how this kind of works. Right? I picked the water one obviously because
yeah, the fire because we have
water.
Right?
Yep. Level 8 Squirtle. He looks awesome in that sprite art though.
Great sprite art, yeah. I wonder if we can level up our cards.
No, that's actually a good question too. So I can put Meowth on the bench.
Oh, dude, you have the Haunter. Wow, that's awesome.
I have to get Ghastly first. That's kind of where they get you.
Dugong's level 42.
Yeah, so I have Seal, so if I can evolve him, I can get to Dugong.
Nice.
And I've got these waters.
Yeah.
But I don't think... Nope. Placing the prizes, so there's 4 prizes. Which I think you must be able to add those to your deck.
Yeah, what did we get, an energy card as a prize? I forget.
Yeah, we got a couple of water energies.
Okay.
Hopefully. I wonder how like criticals and like stats work in this, or if they have any effect at all.
I gotta think it's all tied into the leveling system that they have here, right?
You'd think so, yeah. I'm just wondering now if the fire versus water is gonna matter.
It's gotta. I would be shocked if it didn't.
So let's... You need 2 energies just to run away. Paralysis check. This is interesting where you flip the coin to decide whether your opponent is paralyzed or not. That's an interesting mechanic.
Yeah, yeah, due to weakness. That's great.
That is good. Oh, he finished turns without attacking.
I like that.
This guy's going out like a rube.
Oh, he's cured of paralysis now, though.
You drew Rattata at level 9. I kind of feel like maybe I should just attack again and wipe him out.
Paralyzing too. That's awesome.
Yeah, because we're level 8 and he's level 18. So we're grinding through him pretty good.
Love it.
Used a defender. Oh lord. Attached defender to one Pokemon. It's reduced by 20. Wow. That's really good. Between turns. Growlithe cured of paralysis. So I wonder if status effects are only one turn.
Feels that way.
Geodude.
I like that portrait.
I wonder, can I? Let's see. So I have this Dugong. I wonder if I can. Yeah, let me evolve him on the bench.
That's awesome.
So that's a bit of a strategy thing then, that you can do it while they're on the bench. So you can kind of stack somebody in waiting and then really
Yeah.
nail it next turn.
Unbelievable. In a row.
So we're a little
Figure it out.
little over halfway through our hour. What are you thinking so far?
I'm I'm on the fence, to be honest. Like, I like the idea. I like I like a lot of aspects about it. I don't know if it's enough that I would like pick it up today, but we'll see if it gets better here.
Yeah. Like the aesthetics are making me enjoy it more than probably the game itself. Like the art of
Yeah,
the Pokemon and stuff is
yeah, and there's a nostalgia element to it for me too. Like, obviously, Pokemon was a big part of um, growing up and my experience, and Game Boy Color's same deal. But nice, knocked him out. Um,
choose a
but
prize.
more than anything, so far it's making me just want to play one of the Pokemon games.
Attach double colorless energy. Swivel. Defending Pokemon attacks Cubone during any damage done by the attack is reduced by 20. Applying weakness. Cubone is like one of the most like messed up Pokemon I think that there is. The fact that he's like he wears his mother's skull and cries at night and stuff, like that's too
Yeah,
much.
that's so heavy. Very,
It's like
very sad.
just absolutely insane. I wonder if we should rotate in Dugong.
Why not? I mean, should be able to.
How does this work? Maybe that's not how it works. Guess that's not allowed.
No, you can't. You can't. Just select any Pokemon at any time, huh?
I guess not. Okay. See how this does. The pace of play feels very slow too.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's kind of bumming me out a little bit is just how long each battle takes. Like, getting through this gym, if you had to battle all of the trainers, would take a very long time.
Yeah. Because it's like the full heal screen comes up and then the no longer paralyzed screen comes up and then it's John's screen comes up and then it's your screen comes up and the status effect comes up every single turn.
Yeah.
So I think it just kind of slows it down. But like, it's fun to look at, that's for sure.
Yeah.
John is thinking. Here, the paralysis screen turn. Oh,
Oh,
Blastoise. What?
that's excellent.
Gotta get Wartortle.
I know.
Kinda. It, I wonder if there's a way to switch it that I just haven't found yet. Because that kind of removes all, like, switching types. So, like, Squirtle was good against
Right.
Arcanine, but not really against Cubone.
And it makes it more likely that the first Pokemon you use will eventually die. So, like, we would never get to Blastoise if we always started with Squirtle, you know?
Yeah.
Squirtle would die before we get a chance to evolve.
Mm-hmm. But, like, he hasn't even attacked us yet.
It is true.
Like, he's just doing little moves. So it's so weird that it won't. Trying to see if other buttons will. There's a lot of details. But nothing that's letting me switch, so I guess maybe not. Check. Maybe if I would, like, if I had a psychic energy, I could add it and try to withdraw and see if that brings the next thing on the bench.
Okay.
But I don't have one of those yet, I don't think. I have a lot of fighting energies. Blastoise. I want to get that Blastoise out.
I know.
That's what I want to happen. And then this Cubone is using some sort of status effect to not take damage, really. So that kills pace as well. Just super weird.
You're going several turns here without really much happening.
Yeah. Like, I have 12 cards in my hand and I basically can't use any of them. Like, can I start?
Oh, I think you gotta yeah, I see what you're saying. It's withdraw. That's how you switch Pokemon.
Yeah, but I don't even have the hoop
Do you need a
spa.
psychic? Do you need a psychic, or does the star just mean any other energy type?
Oh, I didn't think of that. I'll have to try that next turn. Because you can start placing energy on things on your bench before they even come out. So, like, you could load up Blastoise in the background
Right.
and just come out and crush. Although Cubone is undefeatable, so. Oh, we finally got some damage.
Nice. Mother Skull, man.
Yeah. Used energy retrieval. Trade one of the other cards in your hand for up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile. He's using a lot of cards.
Yeah.
And what?
Holy smokes.
What?
Well,
Life comes at you fast. Now my Blastoise is useless. So bring out Dugong. So you basically have to die in order to switch. Got some nice attacks here.
yeah.
Let's see if you're right
Take a
about.
lot of energy.
Oh, I actually have a psychic energy. Can't do anything. Dang,
Yes.
he's crushing me.
Stomping.
He also has like way more status effect cards than I do.
Yeah.
What did I just get? What does that do? Discard 2 other cards from your hand in order to put a trainer card from your discard pile into your hand. So maybe that I can use to bring back Squirtle if I need to.
Yeah, I think so.
But like I have so many cards in my hands now.
So hopefully that's enough energy to attack here.
To do something. Then that should beat Cubone. Finally. I feel like he wasn't even that particularly strong. Another Staryu. I believe this is a higher level than my other one, though. I think my other one was 12.
Oh.
He's loading up his bench.
Yeah, that's interesting. That it doesn't extend the game though, right? Because you get a prize for every Pokemon
That you beat.
kill, right?
Yep. I think so. There's 4 prizes. So I think you win by either getting all 4 prizes or defeating all the enemies on their bench.
Got it.
So that whooped his Rattata. So you have to really like think through how you're gonna layer in your bench to do this right.
Times 10 damage.
Oof, man. It's time for a potion. Gut seal back. You think he can do 50? It's supposed to do 50.
Yeah, I think so.
You think I should go for it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Create some stakes. Okay.
Yeah.
So ideally, we either just won or he has one more thing on his bench. Took all prizes. Decision. You won the duel with John. That was a slog for like the first match of this game.
First battle is like 25 minutes.
We give you this. Received a booster pack evolution. Machamp, Kingler, Jinx.
So my champ level 67. Wow.
That's good. Jigglypuff.
There's my guy, Jigglypuff.
Eevee. Wonder how Eevee works in this.
Oh yeah, that's interesting, huh? If you need all the different EV cards.
Possible. Although at this point it would be just like 3, right? 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Victory Bell, Rapidash. That's kind of cool art for that.
Yeah.
Got the Wartortle card.
Nice.
Sandshrew. Is Jigglypuff your favorite?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like Jigglypuff.
Diary. Do you like to keep a diary? That's all that does. Ace wrote in the diary and that's it. That's weird.
Was that a save?
Oh, that's a good point. It must be.
Yeah, I hope so.
Modify deck. So here's how you'd fix everything. Interesting. So So you can go card by card. So are these must be the cards that I have. Forgot about Pincer.
Cool.
Hmm.
We got a Charmander, a Charmeleon.
So I have 2 Squirtles, 2 Wartortles, and 1 Blastoise.
So can you stack your deck with like multiple cards to increase the odds of drawing them?
I would think so. I wonder if there's like deck antes where you can only have a certain level of cool cards.
Yeah, probably. It's probably or like you can only have 2 or 3 of certain cards.
Dismantle. I feel like I don't want to go through that right now. Configure. Message speed, we can go a little faster. Dual animation. Oh, we can skip some, so let's try that.
Okay.
Let's do none and just see how that changes the experience. And let's take on the boss, Ken. I am Ken, the Fire Club Master. So you are collecting medals to inherit the legendary cards? What? You have almost no cards. If you wish to duel me, go collect more cards.
Wow.
I wonder, that's strange. I wonder what the metric for that is. Because we have a full deck.
Yeah, it's just other cards, I guess.
It's like the slots. Do you know the empty house on the cape to the northwest? That's Ishihara's house. Isn't it nice to have friends? What?
Sure.
I guess, like, let's just try somewhere else. Visually, it's very similar, if not identical.
It's identical, yeah.
That's
Kind of a bummer.
interesting. Oh, this is where we can read our email. What's this print option? Oh, that's interesting.
That's so funny.
Talk about a dated piece of.
Yeah.
I love Nintendo's weird stuff they make for their devices.
The old add-ons and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
the
cool.
old like use this and you can talk to your Animal Crossing characters like the Donkey Konga drums, like so weird. I am Mitch, master of Fighting Club. I have to warn you, you will be unable to defeat me. You must defeat my pupils first. My pupils are training at other clubs. Go see if you can defeat all 3 of my pupils. So they're at other clubs?
What are you just people randomly and try to find the pupils?
I know, like Mitch people over here? Anybody? Um, hmm. I've always wanted to be a hard rocker. Rock Pokemon doesn't the name rock? Won't you duel against my rock Pokemon deck? You know what? Sure. We're running out of time here, but we'll start one.
Sure.
Rock Club member Andrew, blistering
Interesting.
Pokemon deck.
Nice guy.
Yes.
Just a normal guy, you know.
Yeah, it seems like the kind of kid that you'd bring home and your parents wouldn't immediately tell them to leave. Andrew's hand. That's.
Crash.
I know.
One Pokemon. Oh, he returned all his cards. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't. Must not have had any basics. Machoke. Oh, Ghastly. Gotta get Ghastly in there. Oh, he looks epic. And pissed. Seal.
Haunter's one of my favorite Pokemon as well. Just kind of looks cool.
Yeah, I like Haunter too.
Then you get Gengar and he's stronger, but just not as cool looking.
There's this like Pokemon like gotcha game on the Switch that's name is escaping me right now. But you like it's like a battle arena game. Oh, what's it called?
Okay.
Anyway, and they released Gengar for it, and like it was so broken that like they had to like adjust how the character worked because like people were like working it over and just always winning with Gengar.
Yeah, the ghost Pokemon in the original games are so awesome because is it like normal and fighting Pokemon can't touch them?
Mm-hmm. Which might bode well for this matchup. So let's get some psychic energy on him. But we can't do anything because of the effects of Leer. It's the first time Leer has ever been effective at anything.
I've never seen Leer be effective.
Psychic energy on Rhyhorn? That's interesting. So if he just keeps leering me, I'm not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, that's not very fun.
Yeah. Yeah, can't attack. So I guess I can just start dumping other things on the current crew. Use Leer again. Okay, at least this time it didn't work. I don't stand a chance against a level 18 Rhyhorn, though. That's cool. Maybe pop that on the deck. Destiny Bond? I wonder what that does. Let's try it. I have to discard one.
Discard a card. Interesting.
Destiny Bond. Maybe it's going to do a ton of damage. It did nothing.
What?
It's going to use Leer again. Whew.
This only move?
So Ghastly can't attack. Yet neither of his moves do damage.
We're gonna be here a while.
I know. And now Cubone's on the bench who can survive any level of hits. My goodness. Another card we can't use. I'm very confused. Like, how would one effectively use Ghastly?
I guess you have to evolve them. Strange.
So, Ghastly level 8's Destiny Bond.
It literally does nothing. What?
What is happening? Oh, so they gusted him out, and now Abra's in.
Thanks.
Can Abra do anything?
That.
I know, right?
Oh, no.
Saved, saved us 45 minutes of gameplay right there. Put out Seal, just because I don't want to deal with Ghastly again. Okay, so that's actually doable. Now I just have to get stuff on him so he can actually attack, because he won't be able to attack till next turn either. But at least he has a bunch of health. Or he had a bunch of health.
Alright, here we go.
Alright. Come on. Okay, that was nice.
That's nice.
Like, it even gives you like a separate screen Andrew is thinking.
Yeah, well, why? Why does it say that?
Maybe it's just
I don't need that.
part of the processing for the game. Oh, so let's do that.
Nice, okay.
So that's good. And then I should be able to beat this Rhyhorn. Get a prize. Got Cubone again. So, hopefully I'll get a potion or something. Thank you. Um, Nothing. Cubone can really gum up the works.
Yeah, man.
That's wild. So can I do it this time? Well, that did something.
Why would we do Aurora Beam over the other move that does more damage? Is it just because Aurora Beam can paralyze?
So Aurora Beam does more damage. It does 50.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why would we do Ice Beam if it only does 30 damage?
I don't
Versus
know.
Aurora?
I was wondering that myself. Like, what possible outcome could that be?
Yeah, I think it had a chance to paralyze, but it's a lot less damage.
And the paralysis doesn't seem like that much of a.
Yeah, it only lasts one turn, right?
Yeah. And it doesn't, like, it didn't stop anything. Like, he was still able to attack, like, have his normal turn.
Right. Yeah, just take. Wait, is this the same Cubone?
No, it's another one.
Oh.
And that only did 10 damage.
These Cubones, man.
No. And now
So, how does he switch like that so quick?
I don't know. Because, like, I go to select something else, and unless I'm doing something wrong, which could definitely be the case, seems pretty obvious. Keep, like, wiping Rhyhorns, I guess.
Yeah. Then you get it like, okay, wrap. That should be quick.
Oh no.
Should. Unreal.
It's not receiving damage next turn. That's nice.
It knocked out dude. Wow.
Well, at least we'll wrap on Haunter.
Still Haunter.
Play Dream Eater.
Yeah.
Opponent is not
Right.
asleep. Come on.
Wow.
So we're just about to hit our hour. So, would you keep playing this?
I gotta be honest. I don't think I would. Just the pace of the game is a little slow. Like the battles just take so long, and kind of the thing with trading card games is there's an element of randomness to the cards that you get, which can make these battles last even longer if you're not getting the right cards, right? Which is cool when you're playing against a friend and it's just you guys are just trying to have a good time. But in a kind of a video game where you're trying to advance or get through the game, like it just seems a little too I don't know, slowly paced.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. With some quality of life improvements, I could see myself wanting to play this more.
Yeah, I agree. If there was a way to shorten it up or make it so you didn't have to do so many battles, or that you got bigger rewards for one battle, I could see being interested.
Yeah, definitely. Because, like, there's definitely the bones of something fun in here. And, like, the pixel art and everything is great.
For sure. And it's Pokemon.
Yeah, that
Pokemon's
too.
awesome.
But, all right, how about we wrap it there? Thank you so much for joining me, Alan.
course, Dan. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. Have a great day.
You too. Bye, everybody.